Hello and welcome to Plus Sports on PlusTvAfrica. I am your host, Mikhail Tinubu. It's Tuesday and it's started out as a rainy one at that. Now, we're going to start in Nigeria, but aside from the Nigerian football scene, we're also going to take stories about the English Premier League. Of course, there's the fight at the top of the table for the champion of this season, but there are two other fights that are, in my opinion, just as critical. The top four fight between Tottenham and Arsenal, as well as the relegation fight now amongst Leeds United, Everton and Burnley. All three teams are vying to stay up, and I think it will really be a test for Frank Lampard. His managerial successes are limited, and if he can pull this off, it might set him up for a long, prosperous career in the English Premier League. If he doesn't, well, there's always next year. Now, in Nigeria, of course, the official announcement of the long-awaited new head coach of Nigeria Super Eagles, 62-year-old Jose Peseiro, was named to the position on Sunday. The football governing body announced on Sunday that the appointment is effective immediately, subject to the signing of agreed terms between the NFF and Mr. Peseiro. Now, what we want to discuss today is the value of foreign coaches for the Super Eagles. Now that we already know where our stock lies, because we've had discussions back and forth, do we prefer a home-based coach? Do we prefer a foreign-based coach? All of that argument is now mute. What we need to discuss is whether this coach and whether foreign-based coaches at all can be useful, can be of value to raising the Nigerian football mentality, our philosophy, getting us to the level that we've always hoped that we could get to with all of the talent that has been flocking into our national team. And hopefully, I don't know about all of you at home, if you're hoping that this coach can be a success and what value he can bring to the national team. We're going to put the phone lines on the screen. Kayode is going to help me with that. And we're inviting you to call in and talk to us. What do you think? Where should Peseiro focus his attention? How much value can he offer to the national team? Can he raise our game in time for qualifications for the next round of the African Cup of Nations and the next World Cup? And hopefully, maybe, if you're like me, you want to see him have some oversight and help develop the National League and our football as a whole, not just at the national team level. The number to call is on the screen. Please join us. The question is any foreign coach, can they be of any real value? What value can they offer to the Nigerian national team? Now, we'll go to Tottenham. Remember, no matter what we're talking about, you can call in and we'll discuss this question. Now, Tottenham will go into the final day of the Premier League season with the prize of a top four finish in their hands. Arsenal slipped to a disastrous 2-0 defeat at Newcastle on Monday, meaning Spurs hold fourth place by a 2-point margin with one game to play. Antonio Conte's men shifted the momentum in the top four race by beating the Gunners 3-0 in the North London derby last week. Spurs head to relegated Norwich on the final day, while Mikel Arteta's Arsenal will have it all to do. The battle to avoid the Premier League's final relegation place is set to go to the wire as well. Mikel Arteta will have plenty to complain about, especially with his players in the dressing room. However, as he has done a couple of times, and as Conte pointed out there, he has had plenty to also complain about regarding the officiating this season. But managers do often do that, especially when their teams are losing. Now, the number to call is still on the line. What value can any foreign coach bring to the national team? That is the question. Remember, no matter what we're discussing, you can call in and join us in this conversation. In my personal opinion, of course, foreign coaches do offer us the experience of having played in Europe, having seen what the football is like, and having worked with some talented players. And the technical part of the game is something that we're still trying to raise in Nigeria. And at the very least, all of that experience also brings with it the tactical nuance, experience in knowing what kind of tactics work in different situations. All of that, I think, are values that a foreign coach like Jose Peseiro can bring to the national team. But what are your thoughts? Regarding the Arsenal game, personally, I think Arsenal have blown it. Tottenham go to play Norwich on the last day, and there's no way, in my opinion, they're going to lose that game. Not with a coach like Antonio Conte at the helm. Now, onto the other battle of the Premier League. The battle to avoid the Premier League's final relegation place is set to go to the wire. Everton, Leeds United and Burnley are still fighting at the bottom of the table, with Watford and Norwich already down. Frank Lampard's Toffees will secure their top flight status if they beat Crystal Palace at Goodison Park on Thursday. The Clarets face Aston Villa and Newcastle in their final two games, and a point could be enough to beat the drop thanks to their superior goal difference. That's if Jesse Marsh's Leeds don't win away at Brentford on the final day. I would say that Everton have had a couple good matches in which they've shown what they're capable of. There's more work, there's more activity from the players, more desire, I would say. Leeds United, honestly, I don't think I want to see Leeds United go down. The football they've played since last season, when they came up, has been scintillating at times. And in my opinion, they could still give us a lot of that next season. And to see them go, well, it would diminish the league just a little bit, I think. If Everton manage to survive, like I said before, Frank Lampard's legend will be secured in the Blues half of Liverpool. We are still asking the question. The number should be on the screen now. What value can a foreign coach bring to the national team? If you're available, call in. We want to hear from you. Now, the Geneva Open. Italy's Marco Cincinnato ousted Dominic Thiem in the first round of the Geneva Open on Monday, as the Austrian struggles continued with the former world number 3 still in search of a first win in 2022. Thiem, who is coming back from a wrist injury that prevented him from defending his US Open crown last year, showed glimpses of magic, including 2 tweeners during the 6th game of the second set, before going down 6-3, 6-4. Richard Gasquet, meanwhile, set up a second-round encounter with top seed and world number 2 Daniil Medvedev after the French veteran eased past Australia's John Millman, 6-3, 6-1. Well, it seems we've lost him. Now, the Geneva Open seems to be proving tough for Thiem, as you saw there, and he is still yet to pick up a win this season. Many top-seeded players are finding it hard this season. Who knows what it is? Maybe it's the weather, maybe it's the distraction of a war in Ukraine. Whatever it is, we hope they get back on track and can continue to deliver some good tennis this season. My name is Mikhail Tinubu. I guess we have a caller. Hello?
Hello?
Hello. Welcome on Plus Sports.
My name is Mr. Balagana.
Welcome, Mr. Balagam.
Okay. Is that Plus Sport?
Yes.
Yeah, my contribution is that the person that the technical forum for out to Super Eagles is that there is the area of technicalities of the game. Football has technical aspects, and those foreign courts, they are more technically sound than the home court. And so presently our players are good and heroes. And we need somebody of course that is technically sound.
Well,
It will help our game.
well, Jose Pizarro
However,
does.
there are some good home coaches. The technical foreign coach should work along with home coach.
I
So
di-
it will help us in the technicalities of the game. When it comes to the technical aspect of the game, it will help us.
Okay,
That is my contribution.
thank you. I definitely agree with our caller. He's right. The technical aspect of our game is one of the main areas that the coach does need to focus on. So if Jose Pizarro can accomplish that, he will potentially have raised our football, our philosophy, further along the evolutionary line to get us closer to the European teams. We have another caller on the line. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Welcome on Plus Sports.
Yes, my name is Expect Godwin.
Welcome, Mr. Gordon. What's your
Yes.
contribution?
Yes, my conclusion is that as I see it now, we don't need a foreign coach. We don't need a foreign coach.
Even with the
We have players who have played the game, who have done well, people like Ulisse, people like Philip George. So people, they should be given the chance. They know our league. They're not those foreign coaches. Come, they get our money and go away. They are not concerned about the development of the sport in Nigeria here. We are not happy. Government and NSF and whatever they call themselves, they should be aware that we Nigerian fans are not happy with them. They should allow our own indigenous coaches to handle the national team. I know they will make mistakes, but give them to space. 5 to 6 years, they will pick up. So, don't look at what has just happened now. General, many years, what did they achieve? Nothing. So please, our indigenous coaches should be given. All this MFM, they will come and protest at the national stadium. They are hurting us. Only said there, all this Bible and corruption. What is Salisu still doing in the coaching too? Are you people afraid to say the truth? What Salisu who are taking bribe, he was suspended. They brought him back again. In short, a time will come, we check fire in this country. Sport is only a unified factor in this country for us. So we should be allowed, our indigenous coaches should be allowed.
Thank you, Mr. Godwin. Thank you, Mr.
Our
Godwin.
our local league. See the way they have just finished our local league.
Thank you, Mr. Godwin.
Okay, thank you. God bless you.
And you too. We appreciate everyone that called. And as you can see there, Mr. Godwin, like many Nigerians, he's very passionate about this issue. And I think we're still going to hear more on this. And reactions about Jose Pizarro's appointment are going to keep coming in. My name is Mikhail Tinubu. It's been a wonderful pleasure having you join us on Plus Sports and Plus TV Africa. Thank you, as always, for choosing this as your destination for all of your sports news needs. Remember, as I always say, life is never boring with some sports. Have a wonderful day.